You know, HP always continues to innovate and move things forward, and they have done so with this device here. This is the HP Designjet Z2100, and it's something that's really designed for professional photographers and people who want to minimize their workflow. And I know a lot of you out there, you have to, you go to the computer, you get a printer, and you create an ICC profile that takes forever to, when you're trying to manage your colors in the computer, and then you print it out. And something comes out and you look at it and you look at your monitor and you go, that's not what I need. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the local print house and I've sent them some files and I want them to print them, and I get my prints from a professional print house and I look at it and I say, hey, the colors are wrong. You guys need to reprint them, and they're wasting resources over and over again. Well, not anymore, because this printer has a very innovative feature in the fact that it has the world's first integrated spectrophotometer, and it uses the I1 color technology from X-Rite. Now what that means is that there is electronics on the inside of here that allow you to automate your ICC profiling, so that it detects if there's too much color. It helps detect the color saturation. So when you're in your computer, you're not going to waste hours and hours setting up those color profiles, and you're not going to waste resources by printing something, looking at it and saying like, oh, that doesn't match what's on my screen. I have to go and reconfigure the colors and reprint it. All that is gone. Now it only takes minutes to set up an ICC profile. And something that's nice, there are ICC profiles built in for different lighting schemes. So if you want to print something for a gallery, or if you want to print something for a home, you can just set it to that ICC profile and print it for the gallery, and then send it over to the gallery, and it'll look nice in that lighting. Now this printer uses an 8-ink system using Vivera pigment inks rather, from HP. Now we have 2 on this side and we have 6 over here. You'll notice that there are 2 blacks. One's a photo black and the other one's a matte black. Now these inks will last up to 200 years on certain media types. In the year 2207, when you have a bionic head and a bionic eye, those pictures are still going to look amazing. And another thing that's nice about this one, it supports a lot of different types of media, more than any other printer I've ever heard of in my entire life. You can buy the rolls, and it'll do 44 wide at 1200 by 2400, and you can print that at up to 300 feet with a certain roll. It'll go anywhere from 18 inches to full 44 inches. But if you want to print different types of papers that aren't in the roll, like if you wanted to print on a piece of cardboard, or perhaps you had some paper-backed satin. How about that? Or maybe even some canvas paper, something like that. Let me go through the list of some of these things that you can put in here. You can print on color-lucent backlit UV paper. Now, if you've gone to the movies, you've seen, they have those light boxes, and they put the poster in there, and then it's sort of translucent, and you can see through it. And a lot of museums use this. Can you imagine some of your photography that's backlit in a light box? That's amazing. It also uses the standard types like the matte papers and the satin matte. It uses vellum even. And how about some adhesive-backed matte paper? Right on here it even says that it'll use some fabric silk satin paper, polypropylene paper, canvas, opaque scrims. It'll use just about anything you put in there. If you put a dog in there, I bet the dog would come out the other side and look up at you like, why? And you'd be like, because you're a beautiful Monet now run along. That's what you can print with this. All right, now we talked about color reproduction. We printed this. We found a picture on the internet, so this isn't even a high-resolution file. It looks great, and it is an identical match. We put this up by the monitor, it's an identical match all the way around. So there's no need to spend hours fixing your color in your computer, because it's done in the machine. What you see on your monitor is what you're going to get with this printer. And that's a great way to save as far as your resources go, because everyone knows that if you print something and it's not a match, you got to reprint it, and you're wasting ink and you're wasting paper, and that's not something that you want to do. A smart photographer prints it once and is through. Now they have worked with Adobe, so this is going to work with your favorite programs like Adobe Lightroom, to really help maximize your workflow. Now how are you going to connect this baby? Let me turn this around and show you. Now right on the back here. Right here in the back you see that there is an integrated Ethernet port, so you can use this as a network printer. And right over here you have your standard USB port. If you're a photographer who wants to maximize the efficiency of his workflow, or you just want to minimize the waste as far as ink and paper from bad prints and bad color schemes, then look no further than the HP Designjet Z2100. If you guys have any questions about this printer or any other printer, please send me some email. Logan@tiger.tv. I'll see you next time. The first integrated spectrophotometer.
Right then.
Email Logan at tiger. Whatever the